Hello there. Come with me as I pack some orders for my Etsy and also talk about the current status of it and how it's been doing ever since I've opened it. This is a bit of a different format of video than I usually make. I'm just sort of going to be dumping all of my thoughts and not really putting all that much editing or anything into it. I don't know. I'm being very experimental this time around. But if you want, go ahead and listen to my ramblings, or you can even just mute me and watch me pack some orders. I don't know, you do you. So far, my Etsy has been open for about 3.5 months. It opened in August of this year. But I have so far gotten about, as of recording this, maybe 110-ish orders. It was really recently that I got my 100th order, and that was really exciting, and really shocking, honestly. When I first made the video of me announcing my Etsy, I sort of thought that it would be like, I would get like 5 orders and that would be it. I would get like some orders from like some random people and then like maybe my friends and then done. And I'm really happy that's not been the case so far. I mean, this whole little mini business could fizzle out tomorrow and I'd still be pretty satisfied with how much I've been able to do with it this far. It's been fun. What has been mainly selling in my Etsy has been my little isopod stickers that I've made. Both the big and small variants have sold very well, but people seem to really like the little ones. I really hope to make another batch of isopod stickers really soon. I've already got a list of all the species that I want to draw out for it. I just need to find the time to actually do it. But those have been really fun, and I like those ones a lot. So I'm glad other people like them too. The other listing that's been selling really well has been the hornet mask pattern that I made, which honestly was really shocking to me, especially considering I have it listed on my Ko-fi for a pay what you want. So you could pay nothing, you could pay $1, $2, it could be whatever. And I even have that written down in the description of my Etsy listing. And yet people still decide to buy it off my Etsy, which is really nice and really appreciated, honestly. I know $2 isn't all that much, and some people probably see that and go, wow, that's really cheap, I'm gonna buy this. But it still means a lot to me. It means that people actually care about what I make, and it's just really neat. And I've even gotten a bunch of buyers that will message me after they buy it with some questions, or they share their pictures of what they've made with my pattern, and it's really cool to see, and it's really nice to be able to sort of discuss this thing I've made and see other people make the thing I've made. It's really, really neat, honestly. Now, some orders that haven't sold all that much are both my patch designs that I made, definitely the Halloween stickers I made, and the teacup dragon stickers have sold a little bit, but not a whole lot, which is honestly really understandable. All of those are my original designs and not really based on anything specific. The isopods make sense being selling pretty well because they're sort of a niche thing. There's a whole community around it. Everything else I make is kind of just self-indulgent and for fun, especially the Halloween stickers of my Halloween OCs. I mean, I was really, really surprised when people actually bought some of those. I really appreciate that, because those are my little guys, and now my little guys are on somebody's sketchbook or laptop somewhere. It's just really funny to think about, honestly. And honestly, I will probably end up not making any more of the patch designs that I made, the flower and the mushroom one, just because they're not really the best of quality in the first place. I'm still very much an amateur at making block printing things, Once I get a little bit better at it, maybe I will sell some more. I already have some designs in mind. I've made a couple of fun little dragon designs that I would really like to sell as patches, but I want to be able to make something that will actually last a while and that looks good, so I will probably hold off on that. And in general, it's just been really fun to sort of run this on the side with other stuff in my life. It's really fun to experiment with different ways to package orders, like using different block printing designs on either the letters that they come in or on the backing cards for my bigger orders, finding little things to add inside as extras. That's really fun. And also being able to experiment with new supplies for the business, like buying some different stamping blocks so I can stamp designs onto the backing cards and the letters, or I was able to get my hands on a laser printer so that my stickers are a little better quality, a lot more crisp looking, and they're a little more waterproof, so that's been very nice and fun to work with. But all the fun aside, there is also a lot of things that went wrong during it, and that was a huge struggle, and it did get frustrating a couple times while I was working out everything, because I am honestly not great at this. To start, I had a lot of problems with shipping my orders. The post office decided to fight me specifically because I wanted to ship my orders in bubble mailers so that the stickers would be nice and safe. And the post office said, no, your bubble mailers are like 2 millimeters too big to be considered as letters, so you cannot ship them like this. So I actually ended up having to waste a bit of money on shipping supplies because I had to buy a brand new pack of bubble mailers that actually fit the post office's requirements. So now I just have a bunch of bubble mailers that I can't really do anything with right now. Hopefully I can use them for future listings. Maybe I can make some pins or something that wouldn't be considered as letters, and I could use those for that. But for now, they're just sitting in my room until I find a use for them. And other than that, I've gotten a few different hardships, like packages getting lost in the mail. I've had to send out a couple of extra packages to people because of that, or having printer errors and having to throw away whole sheets of stickers, or even my Cricut deciding to fight me and cutting stickers very wrong and very bad. There's been a couple of times where I've had to just deal with slightly offset cut stickers because my Cricut just hates me. Other than that, I've definitely had packages be sent back to me for whatever reason. I've had different calibration issues with either my Cricut or my printer not being able to print out the right colors. I've had to experiment with different sticker papers as well as different lamination sheets because my first set of lamination sheets I bought were not as good quality as I'd hoped. I had a friend stress test one of them on their phone case, and the lamination came off almost entirely within maybe like a month of use of their phone. So I definitely had to experiment with that too. The good thing about that is I have been able to slowly up my quality of my stickers, and I'm honestly really happy with how they are right now. The colors are great, the quality is very crisp and clean, and I think these lamination sheets are a lot better than the first ones I bought, hopefully. I don't know. I'm still learning as I go. When it comes to costs and everything, and how much I've been selling my stickers for and all that, honestly, after calculating it up, my profits have only been maybe $100 considering everything I've put into it. And honestly, even that amount is still going straight back into building on the Etsy, or just sort of being able to experiment with other art forms like the patch making, the block printing, that stuff. None of it's been kind of actual profits. It's just been sort of put straight back into all of my stuff, all of my YouTube, all of my Etsy, all of that stuff. And I've had a lot of different costs since opening the Etsy. Obviously there's the fees that come with Etsy, those are taken into account, but also all of the different supplies and products that I've had to buy, including the sticker papers, the lamination sheets. I had to buy a squeegee to actually properly put on lamination sheets. I've had to buy a couple of different Cricut mats for cutting the stickers. I've had to buy some stamp blocks, some cutting mats. I already said cutting mats. More cutting mats. Lots of cutting mats. And I also probably forgot a couple of things when I was estimating everything, so my profits are probably even less than I estimate. But honestly, all of that doesn't really matter to me in the end. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and as long as I'm not losing money over it, I'm doing pretty okay, I think. I do want to mention that all of this I am doing for the fun of it and for the enjoyment of being able to share my art with people. None of this I've been doing to make an actual, like, business out of it. If I were doing that, I would be very not good at it because there's a lot more to making a business and keeping a business afloat than I am prepared to try to do. So this is all entirely for fun, and that's also why I'm making this video, is just for fun and to sort of share my experience with it. And it's really fun. There's a lot that has to go into it, and there's a lot to take into consideration, but it is, at the end of the day, really neat and just a fun little thing to do when you've got the time to do it. And honestly, making this little Etsy shop has also made me a lot more confident. I know after sort of 2022 and past, my channel slowed down a lot and just sort of became a little trickle of content here and there, and that also meant a lot less interaction from people, which is fine. People move on. I definitely moved on from but anyway, it sort of made me realize that I still do have an excuse to post my content into the ether for people to enjoy, because it will find people that enjoy it, and even if I don't see proof of it, I know people are enjoying it, and that's really fun, and that's really nice. Yeah, it sort of helped me reignite a spark of motivation and creativity and just the eagerness to keep on creating that it sometimes can be hard to maintain, but it very much helped me realize that I still do love making things and sharing things with people, and I've been very thankful for that little reminder. And in the future, I do want to make a lot more different things, both for the Etsy, for here, just art stuff in general. I do want to sell a lot more different things. I already mentioned that I want to make more isopods. I want to make another set of 10 to sell. I've already got the species listed out, I just need to draw them, but I'm really excited for that. I have some teapot dragon stickers in the works. I have a bunch of different designs made in block printing form, and I'd like to sell maybe patches of those. There's a lot of different dragon designs that I think people would like. I don't know. I think they're really neat, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. But I would love to sell those at some point. And branching out a little bit, I'd also like to sell some sort of 3D printed things. I think some 3D pins would look really cool. I made a test pin at one point that was a little skull, a little lynx skull, and it's on one of my custom jackets, and I would think that would be really cool to sell as just a little thing. I also think maybe some like 3D mushrooms, ones that look like they're like sprouting out of your arm or like coming out of your shoulders or something. That would be really cool. So those are some ideas that I want to make. And also a game related idea. I would like to sell 3D prints of the corruption flower I made. It's not part of a video yet, at least, but I made a Sky Children of the Light cosplay. And one of the cosmetics in Sky is a little corruption flower for your hair. And I made that model and made one for myself, and I think it would be cool to sell that as well, but that would probably be a very much future thing because that's a lot of effort. But that's some of the ideas I have for selling things. I would also like to make custom painted things like boots and jackets and pants and all that, sort of painting custom designs and selling those. I already have an idea for some custom painted boots that I really think would be cool, but I just need to find the time to be able to make that. And I also honestly don't know how much I would even sell those for. I honestly don't know what I would even do there, but that's just a future idea anyway. I'm not quite there yet. And to branch away from the Etsy a little bit, I still do have a lot of ideas for both this channel and just my art in general that I sort of wanted to talk about. If you've seen my past animations, you know my little world I have, Caval. I would love to make some more content for that soon. And I've also been working on some other animations too for some other characters of mine that aren't related to that world, and I would really like to make some content about that too. I'd also like to get back into streaming soon because I kind of miss that, and I think it would be fun to get back to streaming. I might even return to streaming on YouTube maybe. I'm not quite sure yet. But yeah, that's just some future plans for me. We'll see if they actually come into fruition, but I really, really appreciate all the support so far. It's been really cool to sort of see everybody's reactions to my recent content and how it's grown, and just the support on the Etsy in general has been really, really cool. Whether it's you just watching this video or leaving a comment or being subscribed or even buying something from my Etsy, all of it's been really awesome to see, and again, I really appreciate a lot. And that's all I've got for this video. Sorry if it's a little all over the place. I just kind of went on a tangent. But anyway, that's all I've got for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a good rest of your day or night or whenever you're watching this. Goodbye!